Today we're going to be leaving the Baviaanskloof. We've got quite a long drive ahead of us though. So we're going to be making our way through to Tsitsikamma, to the Stormsriver Mouth campsite, and something I'd love to show the Rosemas. They haven't been there in a really long time, so I think it should be really fun. What a beautiful spot. Rooihoek certainly has not disappointed. Special.
Up in your kitchen. This really was a top-notch campsite. Basic facilities, literally only a long drop toilet. But I mean, we had a nice swim in the river last night to wash up from the day. We had a beautiful night under the stars, nice little fireplace here. Plenty of space in this site for us to camp with the 3 vehicles. We could probably fit in another 2 quite comfortably and have plenty of space. And the view and the scenery around us is absolutely spectacular. So I highly recommend the Rooihoek camp. It's great for, overlanders looking for a space that's a little bit more wild and free. But today we say goodbye to the Baviaanskloof. Sad, but exciting for what lies ahead. Saying goodbye to Rooihoek was sad, but adventure calls, and today we would cross 2 epic mountain passes and visit the Kouga Dam on our way out of the Baviaanskloof. For the first time in 5 days, we would inflate our tires and hit the tar on our way to the Stormsriver Mouth Rest Camp in the Tsitsikamma. This whole series is made possible by the power of Red Arc, and in part by Bushtech Canopies, Terrain Tamer, and Easyon. Looks like we're going into the Langnek Pass now, and we've got a couple of deep water crossings ahead of us. The Baviaanskloof was really living up to its reputation. The mountain passes were just more and more incredible every day. The reality of the Baviaanskloof is that it can also just be driven through in a day. We broke it up into a longer adventure, but the average adventurer heading into the Baviaanskloof would usually only spend a day or 2 in the area. The beauty of it though is that whether you spend a day or a week, you absolutely can and will enjoy yourself. Considering we were here in the dry season, I think you could easily do the Baviaans in a high ground clearance 4x2 bakkie, or a 4x4 with a small trailer or off-road caravan. But it's not ideal because the mountain passes get very tight and it's a popular weekend destination, so you will encounter traffic. When it's the wet season, I definitely see this as a high ground clearance 4x4 only destination. Do your research, phone ahead to find out the water levels before you go. We've heard some pretty horrendous stories of people losing their vehicles and their caravans in the Baviaanskloof before, so be safe.
Windy. Ja, like a toddler's drawing.
The next part of the climb up the Bergplaas Pass turned into brick and concrete. They do this to help prevent soil erosion on the steep sections, but as you can see, in some of the sections, it actually becomes a bit of a nightmare. The payoff at the top of the pass is well worth it though. It took us right up onto the mountain plateau and had a lovely little spot to pull off and have a look around. This is the Bergplaas Pass, and it is quite extreme to get up here. Well, not extreme, it's just it's not fun. It's not fun. You're not 4x4ing, you're just kind of going. You are in 4x4 where you can, but you're in two-wheel drive most of the time because there's like a lot of concrete blocks and stuff as you go up, and you don't really want to wind up your four-wheel drive system so much. So you kind of try and drive in two-wheel drive where you can, but it is still very steep and still very dangerous. But the view is beautiful from here. Absolutely stunning. Well, we'll soak it in a little bit more and we're gonna get going. They do have some ablution blocks and stuff here at the top of the pass as well, which is good to know. But yeah, stunning. From this point on, we would be making our way down towards the town of Potensie, our last epic section of the Baviaanskloof. It is very difficult to share the Baviaanskloof with you. It's a truly incredible place. The scenery is absolutely spectacular. If you have a 4x4 and you have any sort of inkling for going outdoors and, you know, enjoying camping or any of that stuff, do it. Just do it. Your next holiday, come here. Have your mind be blown. It is that beautiful. I've been to a lot of spectacular places. Don't hesitate to come and explore the Baviaanskloof, and I guarantee you, you will enjoy it. You'll find something that suits you, whether it's lodging or B&B or, you know, camping. But get out here, explore. It's fantastic, and it's all on our doorstep in South Africa. That is the Baviaanskloof for us. This is the river dammed up that we actually stayed at yesterday. The Kouga River. Baviaans, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Beautiful. But ready for the next adventure. We are just having a quick lunch and are going to be heading through to Tsitsikamma, to the Stormsriver Mouth. Spend an evening there, do some of the walking around. We'll see, maybe we'll spend 2. Then we've got a few other nice little things planned for the last few days of the trip. It's been a couple of days since we pumped up.
Yeah.
That's up to
Yay
you.
for you, not yay for this one.
Why?
Because his home is there, in the mountains.
We do a lot of different trips with our tires because we're fanatical about managing our tire pressures and managing the appropriate speeds to appropriate pressure. If you look after your tires, they will look after you. They're an expensive part of your vehicle setup these days, and having a good air compressor and some tire pressure monitors will go a long way to increasing the longevity of your tires and giving you way better performance on and off-road. So we've made it to Tsitsikamma. We're at the Stormsriver Mouth Camp. We're going to be spending a night or maybe 2 here, depending on how things go. It's going to be nice just to get a bit of a break from the vehicles. It's been pretty go for the past 5 days. So maybe eat at a restaurant for a night and not have to wash dishes and do all the things. Nice to have a little break and enjoy ourselves just for one evening. We're going to be camping right with a nice beautiful view of the ocean and everything. So it's going to be a big shift up from being in the mountains. I'm looking forward to it incredibly. Last time we were here, this campsite was absolutely packed. And now it is looking much more empty. The Stormsriver Mouth Rest Camp is one of those places that is popular for a reason. The ocean here is its saving grace. The roar of the ocean stops you from being able to hear the campers around you. So even though it's a busy campsite, it still feels relatively private. It's a real gem, and I had a sneaky suspicion we'd be spending more than one night here.
From the roughest mountain pass I've ever done to green grass with the seaside in front of me. I mean, talk of a stark contrast. This is quite the thing, but it's awesome to be here. This Tsitsikamma is beautiful. It's so picturesque. It's absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it's time to go to the restaurant.
Oh.
No camp cooking tonight.
Prawns, booty. Let's go. And a beer.
We are set up at camp today. We're taking a bit of a lazy day. So we needed to actually get the solar panels out a little bit, keep the batteries topped up, keep the whole system going nicely. And even though it's pretty cloudy today, we don't have like direct sunlight. The 160 watt panel from Red Arc has still been pumping beautifully. So we're still looking pretty good for the day, and we should finish the day higher than we started. So that's excellent. Nice for those days where you just want to kick back, relax, chill at camp a little bit. Breakfast of champions. Welcome to Overlanding. This was just awesome. We don't usually get to spend multiple days in one place. We try to squeeze in as many new places and things as we can just for you guys. But today was the day where we got to just really take it easy. The Rasemas went off for a walk to the suspension bridge. I stayed at camp and backed up some footage from the past few days of travel and got some laundry done. We blinked and the sunrise was turning into sunset and the fire was lit and we were ready for a braai. Thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode of Roam Overlanding. I really hope you enjoyed it and would love to hear what you think down in the comments below. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and I will see you on the next adventure. Cheers.